What's the question?
You trying to make Atlanta come out? What's up?
I want it all, girl. No, what did you guys think about her testimony, about her being an expert, about the things that she looked at?
Bullshit. I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm asking. Go ahead.
I didn't. Let me let you finish. Go ahead.
I think we knew that she was the last witness
because her name kept coming up. Like,
we kind of knew that she was the last witness, so I was kind of expecting like fireworks and like, oh, this is gonna be like she about to bring it on home,
right.
Yeah, and I might change my mind on some things,
right? Sharpen eye pencils, right. Like this is it, y'all.
This
like
she been ready,
right?
All together.
Yeah, right. I didn't think that anybody could get up there and be worse to me than Gaither was, like as far as the attitude. And then Viverito got up there, and I was like,
the investigator for Little Rod, when he said that he didn't even investigate, I was like,
that was the same one for the Shamel drinks, wasn't it?
Yes, that's why when they brought him back, I was like, what we bring him back for? He didn't even investigate Little Rod them, so I know, like, heck, he didn't invest. I want to talk to you.
Yeah, Viverito didn't impress anybody, and I felt like she like it was kind of the same with all the other detectives. Like when it came up to the defense asking questions, and then it was all these explanations and like no, but
dance around.
Yeah,
I can't answer your question unless I give you an explanation. You can definitely say yes or no.
Yeah,
it's really not that hard. Say yes or no.
Yeah,
but I think she tricked me out the most at giving an explanation of what a gang was, how Atlanta gangs are different.
Mm-hmm. They're hybrid.
But then
they don't have to have a leader.
There is no hierarchy. Mm-hmm. Bitch, why
am I here? Yeah, that like everybody was like,
wait a minute.
They don't have to have a leader. Like,
look, at this point, every juror in here, we in
closed notebook.
Right.
We ain't got notebook.
We ain't got no leader.
Closed notebook.
Yeah,
she blew it.
She
I'm talking about blew it.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, we didn't really talk about like a lot of times, like because we couldn't talk about like what happened on the stand, but you can kind of pick up on people's like after the fact, and I think that either we were all just over it because we knew that this was the last person, or nobody was really feeling Viverito. It was just kind of like, girl, they could save that. Like we could have been done. We could have been done. I mean, it's bad. I don't know if I would rather have Belknap though with his PowerPoints and stuff.
Hell
no.
I don't want him to, but he was already emailing somebody on his computer. It looked like
no, that wasn't Belknap. That was Sprinkle. That was Sprinkle with the computer that was typing. We were like, he had his computer up there.
Everybody that went on that stand had absolutely nothing but what the state gave to them in their hand.
After they asked to be presented, and the defense looked at it, and they wanted to compare it to the one that they got before they got here. This man bringing a whole laptop, his own recorder, his own jump drive, your own CD. Is this your trial?
And told us to hold on
while he find it.
Well, wait a minute.
Those are things that the jurors definitely picked up on.
We did.
It was kind of like,
I hit Control F to find a name already. Hold on,
so that I don't have to finger through all the pictures. But you make those crime scene people go through 700 pictures.
They sure do.
And show us.
Right. And point out every defect.
Yeah, we were over the
crime scene photos.
Yes, especially the shell case. And like
I caught the picture that says you had 64 cases. I don't have to see every individual one.
You can just show me the last one that say 64.
That show me
I know it's 61 of them.
And 64.
I don't doubt that they shot a gun off when they hit all this stuff. I don't doubt it.
I don't
move.
Yeah.
There were a ton of, I mean, you guys were typically sent to the back, but a ton of like ethical issues in this case from the state. A lot of discovery that's not turned over, things that aren't notified to the defense in time. I mean, the witnesses were not prepped. So a lot of times they were saying things that they shouldn't have said in front of you guys. And it would be like, objection, emotion, you guys are sent out. And so I'm curious if you guys were aware of any of that, and or how there is a moment when Whitaker admonished and rebuked Love in front of you guys. I don't know if you guys remember that, but she said, "I am rebuked." No.
No,
what was the? I mean, it was so much. Like, what happened that caused it?
So, do you know, like, what was the
what
reasoning?
else happened that day?
Right.
Yeah. Let me even remember. Somebody in the chat, I'm sure, will remind me too. But it was what was happening that time? Love. I think she asked a question. Was it for Moontunk? It was Moontunk the Alford plea. That you're right. What happened is the way she had put across regarding a previous plea of Moontunk's was that he took a guilty plea, but it actually was an Alford plea when you don't admit guilt. You're just saying it's not in my best interest to go to trial. And so she essentially lied, and you guys were excused, but behind closed doors, the argument, I think it was from Bruce Harvey, and he was like, she needs to be rebuked in front of the jury. Like the jurors need to know that what she did was wrong. And so you guys came back in, and Whitaker, it was a whole moment, but it sounds like it didn't land on y'all no way.
I mean, a lot of the legal stuff, it was like, I mean, we're not like lawyers, so it didn't really, like, if she said she was going to admonish her or rebuke her. Yeah. I mean, we had already kind of written off Love, at least for me personally, well before that. So like, it was just kind of like she done did something else. She done did something again. Right.
They Love.
Yeah.
For me, I just think like for her to be in her profession, and she wasn't professional at all. It was the we actually had to say something to one of the deputies. Like, it's very distracting. It is.
The state making all of these facial expressions and sounds and stuff, because we were sitting closest to the state.
And I was closer than anybody. So I'm like, she got one more time. It was very distracting to see their reactions and stuff. So, I mean, I'm sorry. So, like, towards the end of the trial, like, it was just kind of like, whatever. Even when they said when the whole like free Quay thing, and they were like, we already like, oh Lord, let's go. Like, we got to the back, and we got back there like we already know that was in jail. Like, oh, come on, we already expected it. Like, some of the times we have gotten hit to the point where we knew we was about to get sent to the back. Like, all right, y'all, let's get your blanket.
That's great.
Time, how long is gonna be done?
Yeah. Based on the situation, we'd be like, they're gonna send us to lunch in a little bit. We ain't going back there. That seemed a little tense. They're gonna send us to lunch, and then
or it get a little loud outside. We might be done for the day.
Yeah, they might come and just tell us that we're gonna go. So
curious about how you guys received your perception of closing arguments, and let's particularly start with Hilton's, because there was a lot of conversation online about her closing, and I'm just curious what you guys thought of it.
I do realize that common sense, like that comment by her definition, it was more animated than I anticipated. Yeah, that's the cleanest version I got. It was more animated than I ever anticipated for her. Because like at this point, now all of a sudden you from around the way and you talking with your hands and like, sis, you ain't did this whole trial. Yeah. Today don't be my sister.
Ain't even gonna play the music. Right. I said she been talking to Love all night.
Practicing in the mirror.
Right. Like, you ain't never acting like this.
But, okay, so that's especially why I'm asking, because I'm so curious how did it feel when she, lost some of the professional tone that she had the whole time, and she kind of got with you a little bit, and how did that come across?
It came across for me, it's like, okay, she know they don't fucked up, so she got to come and be the cleanup woman. And I'm probably going to have to get on some of the jurors' level for them to maybe understand. I don't
try to be appealing.
Or try to be appealing to the eyes, because she knew it was over with.
That was offensive to me, to be honest. Like I was just like, is that how you're trying to appeal to me as a Black woman? Like my daughter is wanting to be an attorney. She's in college right now. She wants to go to law school. And I literally told her, like, look, if like you need to look up Hilton's closing, I can't send it to you, but look it up. And that's what you don't need to do, because we already kind of get this, reputation of being angry. And I get it that she was passionate, but like you said, it almost felt like she was trying to like relate to us. And it's like, I mean, we're professional and, all and we're educated and stuff. And, we joking around now, but we are really professionals. We are educated and stuff like that. And it's like, you don't have to, and like, we are the youngest Black women in there. So like, I felt like she had to have been kind of, if she was trying to appease to somebody, it had to have been us, because it wouldn't have been the 60-year-old Black women in there. And I'm like, girl, this ain't like, it's not hitting the way